Hi, I'm Torben, Chief Business Development Officer of Lifebit, and here in Basel at Biotech X, I'm with Chris Lunt, CTO of the All of Us program in the US. Chris, tell us a little bit about yourself, All of Us.
Sure. So All of Us is an endeavor to reach out to 1 million Americans and invite them to donate biosamples, to fill out surveys, to use a wearable, and then take all that information, take all the PII or personal information out of there and share that with researchers for the sake of advancing precision medicine.
That's amazing. Here in Basel, lots of discussion about big biobank projects in the world. What are some of the challenges that you see in the US right now, or for All of Us, that you're trying to overcome?
When the program started, we wanted to make sure that we were reaching out to communities that had been underrepresented in biomedical research in the past. So looking at African Americans, Hispanic Americans, American Indian, Alaska Natives, and making sure that they had a chance to participate, so we truly were building precision medicine that would apply for the diverse audience in the US. But reaching out to those communities, you have to get past a lot of historical mistrust, to also build trust in these communities that you really are going to build medicine that is going to benefit their communities ultimately, which means that we have had to both do a trust building exercise and to manage people's concerns about privacy, their concerns about the impact on their insurance, and so it has been a long, slow process of developing a relationship with a lot of these communities.
And you clearly have done very well. You recently breached, what was it, 500,000 whole genomes?
We have 500,000 people who are somewhere in the program. We have biosampling for about 400,000 people, and we have released whole genome sequences for nearly 100,000 people, with many more coming very quickly.
Where do you see some opportunities, especially around diversity, where some of these things could come together?
Well, a lot of my interest is to make sure that we ultimately don't do this all in a silo, that we're able to connect our data with all of the data that's being generated by other countries and other continents, and to enable joint analysis for researchers to really explore the full depth of diversity in the human genome in particular.
And is there any particular areas of the world that you think, from your perspective, you really drive diversity, that you're most interested in terms of data sets?
Certainly Africa, right? I think both that human genomic diversity is highest in Africa to begin with, and it is a place that there's been so little work done already, that most of the work that has been on people of European descent. And so we're really hoping to diversify that, which we're doing with the US audience, but ultimately to connect with other countries also, to be able to tease apart the differences between genetic and environmental effects on people's lives by, for example, being able to take people who may be genetically indistinguishable from people who live in America versus living abroad because they have descended from people who have always been part of that community in the US, but have had generations of different diet, of different exposures, to understand, for example, with the increased rate of stomach cancer for people of Japanese American, or for Japanese, stomach cancer is much higher. What is true for Japanese Americans? How much can we understand the impact of genes versus environment on things like stomach cancer?
At this conference here, there's lots of different government organizations, biobanks, etc., but also a lot of pharma companies. So what is your view on the role of industry in this?
That's right. You will not be able to deliver precision medicine without industry. New therapeutics, new diagnostics are not going to happen unless we have industry as a partner in this whole process. We are just now at the point where we've released our genomic information for the first time this year, and now we are starting to the process of engaging with industry to start to be able to take the findings here and deliver that. The average time from a discovery being made to it entering clinical practice is 17 years, which really is too long, and I think we're looking to see what we can do to accelerate that process.
And I think All of Us does a tremendous job in that, and in the speed at which you're creating All of Us to then help bring those breakthroughs and those therapeutics to market quicker, to the patient quicker, is really impressive. So keep it short and quick. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.
Really good to see you.